The British government and British companies traded over 12 million Africans from Africa to Europe and the UK and North America between the mid 1600s to the early 1800s. How much was the 4,600 slave owners paid by the British government in 1833 for freeing their slaves in 1838? We will discuss the slave owners in the USA and other colonial powers in a later video.
Cooling on a couch, watching TV. So I'm feeling nothing but lazy. Feeling to some nothing else to do. Might as well go to the board and drop something brand new. Feeling on the dice, throwing shit down. Making me vibe to the sound. About to stop. Hungry, then I'm up for the puck now. Cause I found out you liking it. Would you want it back? Don't you want it back? Don't you want it?
Welcome, brothers and sisters, and thanks for viewing and participating in this first month of planting the Black Economic Network. We got about 3,500 views for the 3 videos that we posted in this month of August, and almost all of the viewers liked the videos. As a matter of fact, there was only one person who didn't like it. Also, we got about 150 public and private subscribers and many comments, including some comments that were sent directly to me, and I will read some of those later. The start so far has been much better than I expected, and pretty good compared to today. Some of today's most successful YouTubers, I watch their videos and see how they started out and how they have done over the years that many of them have worked to reach this stage. I think of this thing, as I said, like planting a mango tree, which will take years, will take time to grow and start to bear fruit. Please keep up the support and help us to grow the network. The network is having suitable, making suitable contacts and networking, or some people say being in certain circles, is the single most important factor for a person to reach their goal, although it is not the only factor, but certainly the single most important one. And this is why most children who are born in a family, in the family network, or in their circle of friends and relatives, are usually successful in the same good or bad profession through their circle. And this, although this is not the only thing, certainly it is the most important thing. Therefore, I think that I would say that building our own economic network, like the other races have done, through various means, through organizations and informal groups and religious groups and so on, building of an economic network is the single most important thing to help us reach our economic goal of financial power and economic independence in proportion to our share of the population where we live. I will now go to some of your inputs. I want to say thanks again to the viewers who subscribe, who like the videos, subscribe, and joined the network, also commented on the videos. The public comments, I will not read those because you can see them on the channel, and I reply to most. I reply to all of the comments that I saw. And please remember to contact me if you want to come on the network. I will read some of the comments that I got directly from people who sent them either to the website or through other means directly to me. So you can contact these people, these brothers and sisters, through the network. The first comment I will read is from Brother Conrad S. in Jamaica. He has a successful Agri-Econ consulting firm in New Kingston, and he's been doing it for many years. He also has a small apartment for rent to visitors. These are his comments. I watched it. A great initiative. Need to market it now. I will post in my various WhatsApp groups as well. In your next video, you can emphasize the benefit of posting one's business as a means of promotion. I don't know how you can reach relevant celebrities to review the viewership. I'd just like to comment on this, that although we would be glad to have celebrities participate and so on, we are not depending on celebrities. This is basically a grassroots, starting from the bottom to the top of the Black community. And we are not, thanks, and we'll be glad for celebrities to participate because they have an important role to play. But we're not depending on celebrities. Thanks for the brother for commenting. Another brother, Brother Atiba B from Trinidad and Tobago, is an attorney, and he has a blog which discusses important issues, especially relevant to Africans in Trinidad and Tobago, also other places in the Caribbean and the wider community. He says, "Good luck and best wishes on your launch. I see the videos as an important initiative to disseminate knowledge and to promote solidarity and upward economic mobility in our societies for people of African descent who suffer from systemic and institutional discrimination and marginalization, although they are in the majority." He made a correction. I should probably say where African people are either a majority or a significant minority. Another comment from Brother Conroy W. in Jamaica. And this brother is building a housing scheme in Hayes near Maypen. He plans to have houses for sale from next year. You need to indicate that Black people have been successful in business in the past, and there are successful ones now. In other words, you're not asking for the impossible. You're asking for us to extend and expand something we have already done before and continue to do. Generational wealth and the role of young Black peoples must be emphasized. From Sister Patrice D. in Atlanta, Georgia. She has a consulting firm specializing in finding grants. I just had a chance to watch the videos. Here is my honest feedback. You should introduce yourself at the beginning and end of each video. It helps the audience to know who you are, your background. Essentially, you're answering the question, why should I listen to you? She continues, you may want to add that you're Dr. Neva Farkey. It adds credibility for people who need to know you have formal education. Otherwise, I think it's a good start. I see one of your videos had over 2,800 views. That's great. And again, I say you can contact these people. They contacted me directly, but if you want to contact any of them to use their services or get something, buy something from them, or to provide them with inputs or valuable anything that any reason you want to contact them, you can do that through the network. That's the purpose of building this network.
Suddenly, you left me alone by myself.
In the next video or later one, I plan to mention to deal with the steps that are necessary to plant and grow a successful business. But for today, in this video, I want to touch briefly on the question of financing, alternative, different ways of financing your business project. And you have both formal and informal financing, which I will deal with in more details in another video soon, maybe the very next video. But today I want to touch on reparation, because reparation is going to be one of the major issues that we discuss and in these videos, and it is potentially the largest source of financing for Black business. I'm talking about reparations for slavery and colonialism, both for Africans at home and abroad, and strictly for business development. Compensation, I think, should be for business development, to be used for business development, and not for consumption, especially to give Black folks money to go and spend and buy more stuff. I am going to mention, well, we all know about, or most of us do know about, the history of slavery and colonialism, the use of slaves to grow sugarcane and tobacco and cotton in the Caribbean and in North America. Also to use the resources of Africa to build Europe, Britain, the United Kingdom, and North America, and their colonies. And this is the ruling classes, rich people in those countries. And I just mentioned two references quickly. One is Capitalism and Slavery, very good book written by Dr. Eric Williams from Trinidad and Tobago. Another one, which is a more recent update of the issue, is Neocolonialism, the Last Stage of Imperialism, by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the president or ex-president of the first president of Ghana, who was thrown out by the powers that be, European powers and the CIA and so on, because anybody or any government or any person, especially in those times and today, that tried to fight against and change the economic situation, political not so bad, or the other things, yes, but try to change the economic situation. As I keep remembering and thinking about brother Julius Malema in South Africa as an example today of that economic struggle. But in a later video soon, I will get into more details about that. And I am hoping that the Black Lives Matter, Black Lives will matter when Black people have economic power like the other races. Black lives will matter like the lives of other people when Black people have economic power like the other races in proportion to their share of the population. And the Black Lives Movement, the Black Caucus here in the USA, I think they should regard that and move it up in their agenda. Economic power as business development and economic power, I think should be moved up in their list of to a top priority.
Cooling on a couch, watching TV. So I'm feeling nothing but lazy. Feeling to some nothing else to do. Might as well go to the board and drop something brand new. Feeling on the dice, throwing shit down. Making me vibe to the sound. About to stop. Hungry, then I'm up for the plug now. Cause I found out you liking this. Don't you want it back? Don't you want it back? Don't you want it?
So finally, I want to answer the question, the quiz that I posed earlier. The answer is 20 million pounds. The 4,600 slave owners were paid 20 million pounds, and at that time, that was about 40% of the budget of the British government. And in today's currency, it would be billions of pounds. So they were paid for their human property after years of exploitation or centuries of exploitation, but the slaves got nothing. It's time for us to get our share, and as one of the sources of financing in the financing of business development. In the next video, I will go into more details about other sources, shorter term, formal and informal source of financing for business, either to plan the business or to grow it and to make it bigger. Last thing I want to mention, as I did before in the previous videos, that I will give the first 10 subscribers who make their subscription public to me so I can see it, and 10 people who join the network, I will give them one of the 3 products that we already have on Amazon, either the African version of Tarzan or the Unexpected Visitor Arrived or the music CD by Omar. Finally, I want to say thanks again for watching the video. Keep your hopes alive, and I will see you in the next video. Hope to hear from you soon. All the best, and bye-bye.